Hey, welcome everyone. I hope everyone's having a fantastic weekend. I have finished the current event. So today we're going to be trying out that Photon Burst weapon. So I acquired my prize here. It's the first contact day. So now, since I finished, I keep playing, I get to earn dilithium, which, if you're a player of this game, we all know that's a big deal. So today when I played, I got 8,000 dilithium, and tomorrow 9,000. Each day it goes up 1,000, right? Until this ends in 4 days. So if I keep coming back every day, I get to have all that dilithium. And then where we left off, we're in the Julan's Discovery episodes, and we're here at Sentinels, a research facility on a small moon. That's what we'll be starting off for today. And we got, was it 1, 2, 3? We got 7 episodes in here, so we're not going to finish this today, but that just means plenty more to come. Also with that, we got this neat little device here. Little toy. And also a holographic rocket that evidently, if I'm in a shuttlecraft, I can use this, and it'll make it appear like that rocket, I guess. That's what I'm getting based on what is said here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and go to transwarp to go to the Dantu system. This is a patrol? Really? It's not usual. Okay, I'll take the bait. At least I should get some items out of it, right? I don't tend to do a lot of patrols.
We're in luck. We made it here before Jaula. Let's get to work. Starfleet is studying a spore colony on the planetoid ahead. It's a scientific research facility. No weapons, shields only. If Jaula or her lackeys come to visit, they'll be sitting ducks. Fortunately, we're here. We're carrying some defense satellites in the shuttle bay. Deploy them at key defense points, and Ja'ula will be in for a nasty surprise if she decides to raid this spore colony.
Just launching, getting the shuttle
Alachi
set
fleet
up.
dropping out of warp. They're arming weapons.
So what's gonna happen? They're gonna come out! Yeah, no. Really, the keybinder's not working anymore. I'll have to do a lot of these manual now.
Okay, let's have a look. Sensors online, weapons active, shields at full. Good. Defense satellite Alpha is open and ready for business. May it never fire a shot. We've got more work to do here. Let's get the...
Okay.
Heads up! An Alachi fleet just dropped out of warp. Knew this was too good to be true. Let's get satellite Gamma online while we can.
Recall my shuttles. Because when they're in there, if they're wounded and stuff, they'll get healed up too. So you know, in lulls and in between, you know, you can recall them back in. And over, you know, of course, it's over time. It's not instant.
I was afraid of this. More Alachi. One satellite left to deploy. Let's get to work.
Oh, there's one more, huh? They didn't give it a label, though.
They're hitting satellite Alpha again.
Oh, premature on that, but okay.
satellite Delta. Getting readings from satellite Gamma. Looks like an Alachi flagship.
Shield really took a hit. Good.
Getting lots of good data coming in from the satellites. Looks like they're green across the board. Donatu Station sends their regards. There's a few dozen people down there who will sleep a little easier tonight thanks to our efforts. The Alachi, the Ferengi, the Orions, and hey, let's not forget about Jaula. Anyone tries to make a play for the Spore Colony, they're gonna regret it. But I digress. As much as I'd like to stick around and see what the researchers are up to, there's more work to be done. I'm picking up a distress signal from the Kern system. Kumarke's there with the Lucari research group. They were studying spore colonies in that system, but now I'm thinking they're fighting for their lives against House Mokai. We should give the Lucari a hand while we can.
Oh, okay. I am spending a ton of resources trying to upgrade my ship equipment. I think it's worth it, right? Okay, it's not gold, it's white. Get that salvaged up because, well, we need it, right? So we should be good there. Oh, it failed? Really? Man, that sucks. Just have a 95% chance of being successful too. So let's see. So if I try to do this more, definitely turn that on to be protected. Okay. So currently there's over 1,000, but if I try to upgrade it, it's going to do less. So we are not going to be upgrading that. So yeah, we're going to turn protected status on. Upgrade. Okay. Start with these improved ones first. Yeah. Okay. Well, a little, yeah, 58% on that one. Okay. Now we need to go to the Karn system. Okay. Rescue and search, okay?
Good to see you, my friend. As you can see, I'm in the middle of a firefight once again. That said, I can't think of anyone I'd rather have at my side during such an ordeal. As am I. In spite of our mission being scientific in nature, the rogue Klingons attacked us all the same. I suppose they thought we'd be easy prey. I'm happy to say their logic was tragically flawed. We can ponder their motivations further once the shooting stops. For now, I believe we should focus our attention on putting a stop to their attack.
Now, once I get into about, be close to 17, they should shoot up. And go after them. Since the e-bind's not working,
We did
probably
it.
need
Sensors
to
are clear for the moment.
maybe rethink.
I'm afraid I have some bad news, however. 2 of our ships were studying the nearby rift into the mycelial network when the Klingons attacked. While I'm still showing them on sensors, they're not responding to our hails. I fear they're in danger.
That rift's unstable. We need to hurry, or those ships won't make it.
Klingon vessels are warping into your position.
Warning, ship is under attack.
sort of energy surge erupted from the rift and hit us. We lost main power, sensors, everything. If you arrived a few minutes later, it would have been over for all of us. Needless to say, any assistance you can offer us now will be greatly appreciated. The blessings of Lucar are upon us this day. Thank you. Our sister ship was hit by the energy surge as well. I will not abandon the Voot or her crew before returning to safety.
Our systems are coming back online nicely. My thanks to you and your crew. At the risk of looking impatient, may I suggest we move to safer surroundings? There's no telling when this rift will surge once more, and then all 3 of our ships will be stuck like Gretloos in a snare strip.
Interesting eyepiece.
Under the circumstances, I think it'd be a good idea to use what we've learned so far and close the rift up while we can. The longer it stays open, the more chance we have of pissing off the Alachi, or the Josep, or a roving tardigrade. You see where I'm going with this?
If you feel that's for the best, well, so be it. We'll watch your back while you make that happen.
That's one less rift to worry about. Let's regroup with Kumarke.
Bad news, I'm afraid. Klingons are approaching our position.
idea he did, and I was taking some damage.
I think that was the last of them. It appears Jaula and her forces have been stopped once again, though she is quite determined. They may well return here to pursue their mischief once more.
Don't like that. That's not working no more. I'm gonna have to maybe rethink how I got it organized. I'm not happy with that.
Indeed. In the meantime, we'll remain here to complete our research. Safe travels to you.
Starfleet's been reading a lot of Klingon ships operating near the Briar Patch. Normally, I wouldn't be too concerned, but there's a spore colony in there. If any of those Klingon ships belong to House Mokai, then Jaula might have a harvesting operation in there too. Dangerous as it is, I think we need to go see what's going on inside the Briar Patch.
Let's see. I got that. I got that. Oh, love that one. Have debated on going this set for the ship. What's this? Oh, it's a ship's shield. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking maybe, because I am working to max it out. I just have this bit to go. I don't know. Because, I mean, it does interest me. I'll say that. Does take a bit of resources to build each. Yeah, plus on the... This is the deflector. So, you know, four-piece set to complete the set. Let's see here. My current deflector, which is the Kobe. Got the 35, got that 35. Which only have one of the set, but 14 on. Let's see, we go a little slower. This is 13.8 instead of the 14. Let's see, coming get that. 16.9. Just not sure. But to really, I make the kits for a reason, so you get extra stuff out of it. So I am really considering it. Don't have enough. Got enough for 3. Okay. So we'll see here. We need to go to thy briar patch. Okay. Okay, this is another patrol. Oh, patrols are giving us the experience points at least, and then I'm picking up a lot of other things.
I'm picking up signals from automated harvester units. It's Mokai Tech. They're processing spores here. Looks like they've placed the harvesters on several asteroids. We need to shut those down, now. I'm picking up a lot of Metreon gas pockets out there, too. If we get into a fight, watch your fire around them. One hit can set one of them off, and the resulting explosion could be deadly, even to a starship. I'm betting the Mokai will come after us after this station.
I'm guessing my ships just basically killed themselves. Shooting off the gas. And there they go, blow themselves up again. are they hurting?
Shutting that thing down will be easy enough, but I'm concerned about the radiation it's been emitting into the spores. I'd like to neutralize that before taking the harvester tech offline, if you don't mind. Letting it linger could lead to serious side effects within the mycelial network. Watch it! Mokai attack ships just dropped out of cloak!
Warning. Ship is under attack. Shield has failed.
Hate to say I told you so, but I did, and here we are. Smoke, I know you're more of it to deal with. You better get to the next harvester and shut it down fast. That was fast. Predictable, but fast. Sensors are clear for now. Let's deal with that harvester. Two down, one to go. Hope we can deal with it before Jaula sends more of her friends to make sure we don't. Klingons. A lot more Klingons. We're in trouble.
Alliance vessel, we are here to assist.
Right shield failing.
Looks like the Alachi are on our side for a change.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Just a few ships left. I think we might make it through this.
The threat has diminished for now. We'll be watching.
All clear. Let's shut down the last harvester before the Alachi get nervous. That was something. Still debating whether it was terrifying or gratifying or both, but it was something. We'll want to keep an eye on this system until the whole Ja'ula situation is dealt with. I wouldn't put it past her to send more ships and more harvesters once she thinks the coast is clear.
When she thinks the coast is clear.
There's a Starfleet distress signal coming from the Kinger system. The USS Birmingham was investigating pirate activity in the area while on patrol. There's a large concentration of spore colonies in that system. If pirates are in the spore business now, we have a new problem to deal with. We better see what's going
Number
on.
of patrols in this one.
Pirates, it's hairy mud all over again.
Let's see here. Oh, nice roll. Start with sentinels. So yeah, so far it's a lot of patrols. So we might be get close on this one. If it's mainly patrols, huh? Okay, get 2. That's all I'm gonna get with that one. Okay. %. You see, it kind of takes a lot to get that leveled up, huh? Let's see here.
Looks like there was a fight here recently. I'm not picking up any House Mokai ships on the sensors, though. If they're here, they're under cloak.
Good to see you. Admiral Cabret, at your service. As you can see, we're dealing with an unexpected breakout of hostilities here.
Of hostilities.
We came here to determine the status of a rather unusual variety of spore. As we were getting our bearings, a Ferengi marauder dropped out of cloak and unleashed hell.
Ferengi?
Afraid so. Fortunately, the Carter and Shurgat were able to respond before the Ferengi finished us off. Once they arrived, the Daemon pursued the better part of Valor and went back under cloak. Now that you're here, I believe the Ferengi will cut and run, assuming they're still out there hiding.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt, but I'm reading low-level radiation coming from a nearby asteroid. I think your Ferengi is out there harvesting spores, Admiral.
Take the Carter and Shurgat with you. The Ferengi will think twice about attacking a group of ships, and you might be able to put an end to all this without firing a shot.
The Carter is ready to assist you.
I don't like that odds.
Lead the way.
Don't
Shurgat will follow.
Without firing.
Reading a single Ferengi
shot.
vessel, Marauder class. They've decloaked.
I thought I made myself clear to that woolly-faced Starfleet Admiral. This salvage is mine and mine alone. Now run along before I'm forced to damage that pretty ship and take it as a prize. After all, even a damaged ship of that class will fetch a fine pile of latinum. That's what you get for doing your own thinking, friend. Allow me to show you the error of your ways. Leave enough of their ships for salvage. I'll be under cloak.
And now the Nausicaans are good news and bad news. Which would you like to hear first? Bad news, the Ferengi managed to harvest a spore colony from the asteroid before we arrived. He's got more than enough to make our lives difficult if he sells to Joula. The Ferengi ship just dropped out of Cloak, and by the look of things, they're suffering a full propulsion system breakdown. No impulse, no warp, thrusters only. So, how do you feel about taking those spores off their hands?
Before you beamed out my spores! Not one, not some, but all my spores! I'm ruined! Oh, I don't suppose you're interested in a very promising business opportunity on Ryza? Beachfront property?
We've got company, angry company. They're targeting us and the Ferengi.
Cutting out the middleman here, Modron. Give us the spores.
Treacherous! It'll get worse by the minute. The nerve of some people. Do they not know the 16th rule of acquisition? A deal is a deal! Ah, but you're not a barbarian like those... Never mind. You've got class, I can tell. Now, don't be so hasty, my classy, well-armed friend. Before you haul me off, let me tempt you with a one-of-a-kind offer. That Ryzian timeshare I mentioned earlier, plus a full barrel of Tranya. 2386 vintage. That's easily worth my weight in latinum. Would you let me go for the real sort of Kayless?
The Birmingham is ready for action, and not a moment too soon. It looks like Modron's treacherous friends are coming back for a rematch.
I can honestly say I had nothing to do with these ships coming to kill us. They're doing it all on their own. You aren't going to let them kill me, are you? I'm helpless. You have to protect me.
Defending that Ferengi worm. He's not worth dying for.
Oh, crap. Oh, he stuck me in a tractor beam and took me out!
fought. Modron's on his way to a... Well fought indeed. They'll think twice about coming after us again.
Stronger boys.
I'll let Alliance Command know what happened here today. If Jeula or any of Modron's friends try to harvest the spores in this system, we'll make sure they have a nice welcoming party waiting for them. Modron's on his way to a Federation holding facility. We will make sure he faces justice for what he's done here today. Rest assured. Your work is done here. We'll take care of the wrap-up. Cabret, out.
Klingons think House Mokai forces are up to something in the Imaga system. I understand there was a problem with a planet killer in that system a while back. Oh, where was I? Right, Imaga. In addition to a lot of debris and the ruins of this planet killer, there are spore colonies there. And House Mokai is probably harvesting them, so we should put a stop to that real soon.
Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, we got a few things here. Let's see. Not really. Nothing off the top of my head that really strikes my fancy. That could be interesting. Plasma ship. I'll take their worth in scrap. Okay. Oh, good. Went up a level wee bit, anyways.
getting some unusual readings from the spore colonies in this system. They're mutating at an accelerated rate, absorbing and emitting some nasty radiation as they do so. Right, well, the spores are growing on the debris of this doomsday machine, which is where all of that radiation is coming from. This is a problem. The radiation is bleeding into the mycelial network through the spores. It'll cause serious damage if we don't deal with it soon. Hate to say it, but we need to cull the mutated spore colonies before the damage to the network is too great to reverse. We do not want to get hit by those radiation pulses. Trust me. Watch out! Mokai Raiders on an intercept course! Let's deal with the next spore colony before the Mokai send reinforcements. Colony neutralized. Let's head toward the next one. Picking up Mokai ships on long-range sensors. We're about to have company. The newest Klingon arrivals are on our side.
We will fight another day!
The rebels are breaking. Let us dispose of this Bachtag and be done with it. Glorious! Did you see how Ja'ula ran like a scalded Targ? She is not Klingon, and a disgrace to the memory of her honorable brother. We shall remain vigilant. If the coward Ja'ula shows her hideous face here again, I will finish what we started in this day. I will send her, screaming, to the gates of Grethor!
Is it me, or do most forms of Klingon justice ultimately end with screaming in Grethor? You know, never mind. I think I know the answer to that. Look, as long as House Mokai isn't polluting and destroying the mycelial network, I'm good.
Glorious! Did you see how...
Is it me, or do most...
Glorious!
Is it me?
The long-range sensor arrays in the Trela system went offline recently. Last thing they picked up before that happened was a Borg scout ship. I'm heading to Trellis now to investigate. If this is the beginning of a new Borg incursion, I could use some backup. Meet me there as soon as you can. Until next time. Thanks for coming. Been a while. You look well. Considering what I hear about your exploits, that's an impressive feat. Back to business. Spotting a Borg scout here made a lot of people nervous, and with good reason. So, some old friends called in a favor, and here I am. I came here looking for Borg, but the real problem turned out to be sabotage. Orion smugglers fouled up the long-range array, but they left the short-range sensors intact. I have plenty of evidence from the sensor logs to turn over to Alliance officials. Still a concern. If they're sizing up this quadrant as an incursion zone, we need to know about it. I have a few ideas on upgrading the sensor arrays, making them harder to disable and better at spotting Borg. Beam me over and we can sort out the details. With your assistance, I can complete the modifications quickly. Good. Now that we have a working array, our next step will be initiating the new security protocols. Hold on. Are you seeing this? The long-range sensors just lit up like a Dabo table. Reading a massive energy surge. We're being scanned. Something's overriding all our control systems, attempting to bypass.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Oh, that was unpleasant. Still, there are no damage reports, no casualties. Scanning. This is unexpected. According to astrometrics, we were catapulted several hundred light years from Trailus to the Excalibur system. Here's some facts to go along with those legends. In the 23rd century, Excalbians abducted the USS Enterprise and subjected some of her crew to a series of combats. Some sort of morality test. Feels that way to me. I doubt they dragged us all the way out here to have a Ractogino and talk about baseball. There's one way to find out for sure. Hail them and see what they want. I can boost the signal once the ship is in a standard orbit. Assuming the Excalbians are in a talking mood, we should have answers soon.
We are receiving your signal. On behalf of the Excalbian people, I bid you welcome. Yes, I suppose that would be a bit of a surprise. You'll pardon me for that, I hope. Some time ago, I met and fought beside one of your own, Captain James Kirk. Under the circumstances, we felt seeing a familiar face would make this meeting go a little smoother. That is a complicated matter, I'm afraid. I think it would be easier to discuss it face to face. We prepared a meeting ground on the surface of Excalibur. It meets your needs for atmosphere and climate, as I understand them. Will you join us there? Welcome, friends. I do hope the local climate is to your liking.
The climate's fine. It's our abduction that we have a problem with, friend.
My apologies. It was not an action of my choosing, I can assure you.
Your presence is required for a matter of great importance.
Greater than conversations with dead presidents?
Long ago, the two of us were involved in a study, if you will.
An evaluation of two concepts, good and evil. The initial results were ultimately inconclusive.
The debate has continued since that time.
We now seek a final resolution.
What does that have to do with us, exactly?
You have been chosen as advocates for the concept of good.
But you will not face it alone.
Hello. Looks like we have a lot of work to do here.
That's putting it mildly.
You have questions. I will attempt to clarify our intentions. In this trial, you will be accompanied by associates that we have created for you. You will confront a variety of situations in opposition to evil forces. Your actions will be judged, as will those of your opponents. The prevailing concept will guide us as a people. We shall pursue the virtues of good, or the vices of evil. We find violent conflicts produce pure examples of good and evil. They provide the best results to evaluate and judge. Failure to participate will be seen as your endorsement of the supremacy of evil. The trial will then conclude with a judgment in favor of evil, and our subsequent pursuit of the concept as a guiding principle. The trial awaits you. Proceed through the portal behind me when you are prepared.
I think we need to be cautious when dealing with the Excalbians. They're a lot like Q, minus a sense of humor. Fashion sense could use a little work, too. For now, I say we play their game and stay in one piece. Look for opportunities to swing things in our favor. Our new teammate here might have some insight into the situation as well.
Michael Burnham, of the USS Discovery. Judging by your uniforms, I'd say I'm in the future. The last thing I remember was preparing for battle with my crew, and the crew of the Enterprise. Since we're having this discussion, I'm guessing we won that fight. My apologies, my memory's a bit fuzzy. Possibly a side effect of whatever brought me here. Over 150 years. Fascinating. Right. I'll catch up later, assuming we get through this trial in one piece. To address your original question, I wish I had all the answers, but I know as much as you do. Going through this trial will give us the chance to conduct some tests of our own, learn more about them and the situation here.
Take heart, my friends. Yarnik has a forceful personality. But his voice is not the only one heard here. There are many Excalbians who would embrace virtues before vices. Well said. And as one of your allies here, I have a warning for you. The trials are drawn from your past experiences and records. but they will not be identical recreations. There will be alterations to test your responses and those of your opponents. Expect the unexpected. Please accompany me. Beyond that portal, the first trial awaits. Good luck, my friends.
My tricorder's showing a Class M tropical biome. By the look of things, this world is under attack. I'm reading a lot of weapons fire from several locations in the area.
This is a safe position for now, but that could change soon. We need to get to cover fast. I see a plaza ahead. And casualties. Enemy forces may be in the area.
This didn't happen long ago. Some of the bodies are still warm. When did this take place, originally? I don't recognize the uniforms on these Vulcans. Romulans? You're serious? Those are Romulans. The Romulans are... I clearly have a lot of catching up to do. But the middle of a war zone isn't an ideal place for a history lesson.
These Romulans are Tal Shiar, members of a covert military intelligence force. Their list of enemies is long. Any number of them could be responsible for this attack.
This one was killed by heavy plasma weaponry. Strange. I'm also reading trace amounts of several exotic particles in the area. Antiproton, tachyon. Whoever else was in this fight used some extremely advanced weapons.
Makes sense. The Iconians were allies of the Tal Shiar at this time. They were probably fighting at their side. This may be one of the unexpected changes Lincoln warned us about. Iconians arriving here early.
Some kind of constructs. They're using anti-proton weapons.
Heralds. Not a good sign.
Those were Iconians?
Heralds are augmented servants of the Iconians. They were used primarily as shock troops. We've encountered them before, but if they're here now, things are worse than expected. There's a tactical force field blocking our way. That looks like the emitter over there. Should be simple enough to destroy it. Shiar and Heralds fighting Reman combat squads. Wonderful.
So, these Remans, they're on our side. Good to know.
You there! I would speak with you! Your timing is fortuitous, my old friend. My resistance forces are closing in on Hakiv's laboratory, but he has opened an Iconian gate. The Iconians have sent their minions to aid Hakiv, but all is not lost. We can still stop them. The lab is not far from here. If we can fight our way past the guards, we can put an end to all this, and Hakiv.
Looks like there's another tactical force field blocking the way. This Hakiv really doesn't want to be interrupted, does he?
It may not be in an obvious place. Check the nearby buildings and rooftops.
Hakiv has holed up in the south like the cornered vermin he is. Once we're near his position, I can set up a jamming field to prevent him from beaming out. Then we can bring him to justice, at last.
You might be able to block transporters, Obasek, but I doubt you can block a functional Iconian gate. As long as that remains open, Hakiv will be able to escape. Deal with the gate first, then you can talk about justice all you want.
Look out!
Obasek, so good of you to join us today. I've dreamed of ridding the galaxy of your stench for some time, and now with the Iconians at my side, that dream shall become a reality.
This ends now, Hakiv. No amount of Iconian or Tal Shiar scum will stop me. Blood.
We have bigger problems. The Iconian gate is still online, remember? Hakiv can bring in Iconian reinforcements as long as it is.
Then let's shut it down. Keep Hakiv and his forces busy while we work, or this trial will end real soon.
Taking fire over here.
I need help at the gate controls.
He has a stealth field. Spread out. Find him.
You think you've stopped me? The Iconians already know. They know everything.
I don't care. Blood calls for blood, Hakiv.
No, not like this. You're better than this. If you do this, it won't be justice. It'll be murder. You don't have to do this.
He must pay for what he's...
Alright, what's the call? Help Obasek or catch Hakiv?
Obasek's in bad shape. He needs field surgery right now, or he's not going to make it. I can't do this alone. I'll need your help to save him.
Hakiv's getting away. If he leaves through a gateway, he could return with enough Iconians to finish us off. Do you want to pursue him?
Rest easy, friends. This part of the trial has reached its conclusion. There's a portal nearby. Use it to return to Yarnik. He wishes to review the results of the trial.
At a critical moment, you move to save Obasek's life. Because of this, Hakiv escapes and convinces the Iconians to pursue a scorched earth assault on their enemies. Millions more die in the following war as a result. An intriguing choice, to be sure.
To callously leave an ally to die upon the battlefield is not the mark of a strong soul. Saving the life of a comrade in the fight against evil was a brave and noble act, one worthy of praise rather than scorn.
The trial continues. Proceed through the nearby portal when you are ready to begin the next evaluation.
Come this way for your next trial.
Any idea where we are? I haven't seen anything like this.
Yes, some of this tech is very advanced, most likely from the future. Anorex was heavily modified after a scientist named Noy stole it from Kiana Station. Damage control teams. The ship's been in a rough fight.
This looks like some kind of command station.
Secure the area. We might be able to find useful data here.
The sphere builders grow suspicious of my inquiries. I believe they begin to realize what my ultimate goal is. What I shall do once this war is won. Today, at Procyon 5, I will undo what the Alliance has done to them, to me, to my family. I will bring back my wife and child. All of this is for them, and no one will stop me. Impatient, despite her successful recovery of the Tox Utat and the restoration of the Nakul Star. She wants more. She wants revenge. It is tempting to use the Tox Utat on Sol, on Vulcan, on every star in the Alliance, but I have a better use for it at Procyon 5. Nakul vengeance shall have to wait. My plan to recruit Admiral Lita to the Temporal Liberation Front was a success. Keeping her loyalty, however, is quite challenging. Like so many Terrans, her dreams of empire are strong. As long as those dreams remain in her reality, our partnership shall continue. The moment her dream takes hold in our reality, my reality, then the honeymoon, as they say, is over. The petty squabbles over the Tox Utat have become tiresome. First Krog, and now Azure and Boratis. They growl and demand and threaten to depart over the artifact like petulant children. If it were not a critical element of my plans, I would have left it on Ryza, along with the corpses of Picard and his charming thief.
Funny, I've been to Procyon 5. It's unremarkable. In our time, at least. Looks like things change considerably in the next century. And on the bridge of the enemy flagship, no less. Judging by the look of things, the battle may not be going well for this Temporal Liberation Front.
We should leave. By now, we've been detected by their security systems. And I'd rather not be around when they send combat teams to retake the bridge.
There's a turbo lift down this way. This door here.
I'm detecting a massive buildup of temporal energy ahead.
Yeah, along with multiple life forms, all armed.
Nice try, but you're done here.
You haven't seen the last of me!
I see him. Noise on the upper platform.
Waste time as you see fit, Vermin. It will be for naught.
History shows you have a habit of meddling in the affairs of others.
We believe it is time to break you of that habit.
Here to parley? Or shall we just start shooting at one another?
You, a
Apparently, Daniels hasn't grown weary of plucking you out of time and sending you to vex me. How many times have I killed you now? 4? 5? Honestly, I've lost count. It doesn't matter. Before I kill you, again, understand this. After today, the Alliance ends forever, and you with it. Daniels won't be around to save you this time. I will fight this battle again and again until I stand victorious!
I understand the need to bring back the ones we've lost.
Living in the past is an exercise in futility.
Not be defeated. I control time itself.
Enemy combatants in close proximity.
Enough! I will erase you all!
You can't control time. If anything, time controls us.
Deep, but wasted on Roy. His grief blinds him to things like logic and truth.
So close, I won't let you win! core is ready, I end you and take my ship back in time.
You cannot stop our plans!
No! I've come too far! This time I'll make sure you're never born! Even if I have to shoot you in the cradle!
No! Husband, please! You don't have to do this!
How can this be? You were lost.
I'm here now, husband.
Why? Cloud.
Of course, this war needed to end, Noi.
Before it consumed us all. Noi was a danger to all life, even in the Dominion. I could no longer sit back and watch as the Alliance failed to stop him. Time and time again. And so, I have done what you could not. Now, we must destroy this vessel, so it can never be used again. Let us end this war, once and for all.
She's got a point. Without Noi, without Anorex, the TLF will lack the power and leadership needed to fight the Alliance. The war will end. And who knows, maybe there'll be a chance at a lasting peace this time. Stranger things have happened.
The situation could have been avoided. He was finished. You didn't need to execute him. Maybe we can still do this the right way. This is a time ship. We should be able to generate a localized temporal spike and send ourselves back to a point before this whole situation goes too far. Let's finish this without resulting to cold-blooded murder.
You have chosen wisely. I am pleasantly surprised. I have much to discuss with the leaders of the Alliance. Steps must be taken to protect the timeline from criminals like Noi. For you, the war is over. Return to your ships. I suspect we shall meet again in due time.
I believe that will be enough for this trial, my friends. Yarnik awaits our return. He will, no doubt, have things to discuss after observing your actions here. Let's return.
In allowing the murder of Noi, you made him a martyr for his cause, and the temporal war continues. Noi's followers go on to destroy the homeworlds of every Alliance member in antiquity. With no opposition, they become the dominant force throughout space and time.
The loss of Noi was tragic, to be certain. But the risk of losing countless more to temporal manipulation was too great. In his madness, Noi's pursuit of vengeance would have laid waste to many a world. Bringing an end to that insanity was a mercy.
Your participation in the trial has been informative thus far, but we require more data to make our decision. Another scenario has been prepared. Enter the portal when you are ready to begin.
This way.
This place isn't familiar. Either of you know where we are?
I know where we are, I just don't know when. Knowing that's gonna make all the difference here, believe me. Let's take a look at those consoles and see if there's any useful information in them.
Science officer's log. ESOF 4 was a test site for Section 31's Project Daedalus. It appears to be abandoned. The planet's atmosphere is toxic to most life forms, but we were able to establish a safe work area and habitat. We've set up a plasma reactor to power the phase discriminators will need to capture the Red Angel. If the plan works, that is. If it doesn't, this may be my final log entry.
This is a recent entry, but the area is deserted. We need to know more.
Science officer's log. Control found us. We fought valiantly, but Discovery wasn't a match for Control's Section 31 ships. What's left of her crashed, not far from here. Somehow, Saru and Tilly were able to transfer the sphere data to this location. But it's only a matter of time before Control figures that out and comes to collect its prize. I need to get the sphere data somewhere Control can't find it. To do that, I need the Red Angel. But the thing is, I can't trap the Red Angel without help. So I can only hope that someone from Discovery has survived, and they make it here before Control does. If Tilly was here, she'd be a font of optimism. But I know what that atmosphere can do. I don't think anyone else is going to make it. Logic suggests that I take steps to destroy the sphere data before it's too late. For now, I'm sticking with optimism. As Spock would say, there are always possibilities.
Oh. Been talking and forgot that my mic was on mute. My bad.
Everything matches up to the point where Discovery crashes. That's where things change, and for the worse. Judging by the lack of survivors present, I think we have to finish what they started. If that's even possible. Do you have a question? We were so close to this. To failure. To death. We need to set up the phase discriminators at that console. Good. Now we need to prepare the stasis beams at that console. So far, so good. We need to use that console to prime the EMP next. Almost finished. Use that console to align the containment field. We've set up the trap. Now all it needs is the bait. Me. You'll need to go back to the previous room, close the door, and turn off the vents.
Maybe I guess it should have answered, huh?
We've set up the trap. Now, yes. Assuming things go as they did before, the Red Angel will appear in time to save my life. When that happens, activate the trap.
I've done all I can with these ancient phase discriminators. We should have the power we need for this little stunt. But we're only getting one shot, so make it count. No pressure. Ready when you are, Commander.
Right. Do it.
Initiate sequence on my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Wait, abort! Do not engage. Picking up a massive surge of tachyon radiation.
She's here! Do it! Do it now!
Activate the phase discriminators. Activating EMP.
What are you doing? We don't have time for this. Discovery is gone. We have to deal with it ourselves. We have to stop Control now, or it all ends.
Okay.
Now we have 2 burn-ups. This will be interesting. I get the feeling you were expecting someone else in that suit, Commander.
Yes. My mother. She designed the suit with my father and used it to escape a Klingon attack. In doing so, she learned how Control ended all life in the future. After that, she used the suit to try and stop that from happening. Clearly, in this reality, that task has fallen to me. Transfer the sphere data to my suit so I can take it into the future, where Control can never find it. We need to act fast. Control is on its way here now. This needs to happen before it arrives. How? The sensor log said Discovery went down with all hands.
Struggle. is pointless.
Control's using members of Discovery's crew as shock troops.
I died.
If I leave the field, I'll return to the future. You'll have to fight Control without me. Control can't be killed with regular weapons. You need to do something unconventional. Try to magnetize the floor. It'll disrupt it. Weaken it and lure it to me. I'll distract it while you give it a magnetic shock. It'll take several shocks to finish it for good. It's weakened. Lead it to the platform. I've got its attention. Quick! Magnetize the floor!
What the hell? They didn't like that.
Give it another blast! Magnetize the floor again! Good! One more shock should finish it off! Lead it to the platform! Hurry! Magnetize the floor! Finish it off! That's it! It's down! Control is using nanites to take over the future version of me. If that happens, it'll gain access to the sphere data.
I can try to inoculate future Burnham with my own nanites. This should prevent Control from accessing the sphere data through her, but it'll alter her biosignature. She won't be compatible with the suit if this works.
Too risky. The suit could wind up trapped here. Given time, Control could find a way to access the sphere data. We need to think about destroying the data. Purge it from the suit before Control can access it.
I could do that, but losing that data, all of that knowledge gone forever. Consider this. The means of eliminating Control could be held within the sphere data as well. Deleting it could be a fatal mistake. Get ready. This is gonna sting. A lot.
Do it. A little more than a damn sting!
Get it right. Resistance is futile!
Oh, shoot. That didn't look good.
She's dead. The sphere data is gone as well. Shock of removing it must have been too much for her. I just watched myself die.
Unfortunately, we have a new problem. At the end, before it beamed out, I think what was left of Control merged with some of my nanites. Yeah, and now there's a Borg Control hybrid version of me running loose somewhere. Whatever the Excalbians are doing here needs to stop now.
Rest easy. The trial of ESOP 4 has come to an end. My apologies, friends. These events must have taken a heavy toll upon all of you. We should return to speak with Yarnik now. Let us leave this place. Come along, my friends.
How quickly you extinguished a wealth of knowledge. And to what end? Your decision to eliminate the data also claimed the life of the Red Angel. Control continues to exist, and the fate you sought to prevent will still come to pass.
Preventing Control from gaining access to the sphere data was a just and necessary action, despite the cost. While the entity continues to exist, it is vulnerable. Precious time was purchased this day, time that, God willing, will allow brave souls to find a way to stop Control and bring an end to its inhuman march of destruction.
I have my concerns regarding this trial. Yarnik isn't a very impartial judge, and he's clearly a prominent figure in Excalbian society. If his opinion of our actions continues downward, the situation could become volatile in a hurry. Still, it could be worse. We still have time to present our case here. Hopefully we will win some Excalbian hearts and minds in the process.
I have been informed that Yarnik and the others wish to privately discuss the results of the trials. You are free to return to your vessel, or remain here until the recess reaches its conclusion. Once that happens, you will be summoned to continue the trial. How would you like to proceed?
As much as I'd like to see what a ship of this time period is like, I feel like we should stay here. We might have the opportunity to speak with Excalbians other than Yarnek and see what they think of all this.
I'm not as optimistic as Commander Burnham when it comes to the Excalbians. Returning to the ship has its benefits. I could use a drink. Several, actually. I leave the decision to you.
We have seen many things in the trials. Your actions have given us much to consider, but we require more data. You can remove yourself from the trials if you so desire. I believe you are aware of the consequences such an action will bring. Then, if you wish to proceed, the portal awaits.
The next trial lies this way.
This is incredible. The architecture, the technology, the art. It's not like anything I've ever seen before. Where are we?
I want to compare this to this. Okay, we're going to go with the puddle.
The Excalbians have dropped us into another planetary assault by the look of things. There's a battle site ahead. We might be able to learn more about our surroundings by examining it.
Fascinating. According to my tricorder, these soldiers are from extinct species. The Dinoceans and the Ickabar.
If this is the fall of Iconia, we might be able to stop the chain of events that eventually lead to the war. Considering the previous trials, I can see that as the pivotal event we were sent here to encounter.
That last hit wasn't far from here.
You can have heavy gunfire nearby. Keep your weapons handy.
More fighting ahead. Wait. Are those Iconians?
More Iconian pests! Kill them! Let them die with their master!
I am Taket of Iconia. You are not known to us. Halt and identify yourself. I do not recognize your species, but you have taken up arms to defend Iconia. That makes you an ally, and your assistance is appreciated.
I am called Lemiran. My thanks to you as well, newcomers. Our situation is quite dire. Mtara, our leader, has fallen. Iconia will soon be lost to our enemies. We must withdraw. We were trying to reach a nearby gateway when those soldiers attacked. Their reinforcements could arrive at any moment. Will you help us once again?
Orbital attack. the warfare of cowards. For each herald they kill, I will take 100 of theirs. For each Iconian, 1,000.
All of this. The loss they must feel. And the anger.
Hold. Reading an energy spike in the gateway ahead. Something's activating it.
No, there will be no holding. We will fight. Slay any foe that dares to cross our path.
Once more under the breach, dear friends. Once more.
Henry V. Nice.
I have returned to the time of my greatest failure. It sickens me to see the hell Iconia in such a state, laid to ruin by the barbaric dregs of the galaxy. This time, I shall not fail. Mirren, give me the world heart. Give me the means to rid the cosmos of our enemies, to return Iconia to greatness once more.
I hear the bloodlust in your voice. I see the hatred burning in your eyes. But you do not frighten me. The world heart is ours. We will use it to rebuild what has been lost. Be gone from here, demon. You will not prevail on this day.
That energy is protecting the demon. I can disable the gateway to stop it, but I need time.
Personal shield losing power.
You fought a war with the Iconians and survived?
The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is down, but someone on the other side is powering it back up. Defend yourselves. I am ready once more. The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is down, but someone on the other side is powering it back up. Defend yourselves. The gateway is restored. I will signal you when I am ready once more. The gateway is ready. Use the console in front to shut it down. The gateway is down, but someone on the other side is powering it back up. Defend yourselves.
For the likes of you. My life is not yours to take further. What is this?
Honored mistress, use this to restore your strength.
Yes. You serve me well, Hakeem. What? What have you done to me? This is inevitable. Yes.
Oh, no!
Resistance is futile.
Sister, what have you done? No! You can't!
It's really bad.
That does not belong to you, creature!
We will add your biological and technological distinctiveness to our own. We are the Borg. Existence as you know it is over.
Oh, no.
That creature. That was Taket. A Taket of nightmare, utterly corrupted by hatred and a thirst for vengeance. But what did she become? I have seen terrible things on this day. The fall of my civilization, of my beloved friends, of the totality of Iconian knowledge and culture. I cannot abide these tragedies. I cannot. Please, you can follow that monster. You can go where I cannot. I beseech you, return the world heart to me. Do not let Iconia fall to darkness.
Something is amiss, my friends.
Yeah.
The trial has taken a life
Horizontal.
of its own, expanding well beyond its original parameters. Though I implored Yarnik and his ilk to bring the trial to an end, they have refused. They wish to see how you address this new crisis. Tread lightly. There is an ill wind blowing upon this venture. I fear one that may consume us all before the end.
These Borg, are they an evolution of control? Did someone else try to recreate it later on?
Unlikely. The Borg Collective existed well before the creation of control, although when you add temporal manipulation into the equation... No, I already have a headache, and temporal mechanics will only make it worse.
7. What we saw on ESA 4, your detailed knowledge of the Borg. You used to be one of them, didn't you?
Yeah. I was assimilated by the Borg at a young age and liberated by the crew of the USS Voyager later in life. The assimilation process is reversible, mostly, but it leaves scars. Inside and out.
I'm sorry that happened to you. And I'm sorry to ask this now. Are we going to have a problem here? With you and the Borg? Under the circumstances, I can see how you could become emotionally compromised.
This isn't the first time I've run into Borg since my liberation, and I doubt it'll be the last. I'll be fine, Commander. If it makes you feel any better, if I go native here, you have permission to shoot me.
Fair enough. Thanks.
Oh boy.
Existence as you know it is over.
Oh, he's got his thesis. Okay.
Isn't enhancing an Iconian with cybernetics a bit excessive?
Borg 101, better assimilation. Watch out, they're energizing the deck plate and weapons grade plasma.
Oh! Oh! I honestly don't know how I'm gonna survive this. Honestly. I can't defend against that gun like that without places to go. Okay, I need to be able to see. Holy crap. Why aren't you getting up with me? Like a no-win scenario. Holy cow.
I don't like where this is heading. The Borg, they're relentless.
Time's a factor here. The longer the Borg have to build their forces and strengthen their position, the harder it'll be to undo their plans.
7 of 9, tertiary adjunct of Unimatrix 01. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile.
This room has automated defenses. Watch where they're targeting.
Well, that was thoroughly unpleasant. I confront my past from time to time, but it usually doesn't shoot back. I'll manage. We need to deal with my evil twin and the Queen, however. The thought of them both running free makes me very uncomfortable.
This one's a rough one, that's for sure. I did similarly. Maybe not. Maybe it was a good idea to admit that oops. Interesting. So, boom. Okay. Now we're ready to move on. Hey, more.
Watch out! More drones! Picking up a lot of energy spikes in the next room. Could be weapons fired.
It's the personal chamber of the Borg Queen. Maybe the Excalbians sent some allies to help out. If so, they might need our help.
Let me get my goodies and there we go. Ooh.
That's the Borg Queen. Indeed. This is damn peculiar. If the Excalbians killed her, where are they now? Be careful. Whatever did this could still be around, and it might not be friendly.
Not sure if this is better or worse than what Control had planned.
Pretty sure it's worse, but I'm a little biased.
How timid you are. So frightened of perfection.
Last time I checked, we're not the ones hiding in the dark.
That's a good point.
Here's another. You are obsolete. Older. Weaker. Inferior to me in every way.
Inferior? To you? You're a pathetic copy of me hiding behind a legion of drones. You're weak.
Tell me, why have you come here? There will be no struggle. No resistance.
You're a smart girl. You'll figure it out eventually.
How predictable. How human. We know where that path ends. Futility.
Oh. Whoa. Yowzers.
The new nightmare begins.
Watch the floor!
Oh no. Almost.
And now they have a cybernetic dinosaur.
Holy crap!
Shooting now, xenobiology will.
No, I can't shoot again. Okay. There it is. Okay, you're not letting me do anything. You don't let me do anything, I can't do anything.
More automated defenses are coming online.
Whoa! Lost those. Shit.
Enemy targets on sensor. Enemy targets on sensor.
My name's Trello. I am Borg. I am eternal. My victory is inevitable.
That's... How is she still functional?
There's so much more to you, possibly imagine. You are small. You lack harmony, cohesion, greatness. It will be your undoing.
Really? His ass just got kicked again.
You are done here at last, my friends.
Ooh. That was rough. I will say.
I'm glad you're still with us, my friends. I'll ask you to come with me. Yarnik wishes to speak with you, and time is short.
Oh, it's gone. Okay.
The evidence in the trial is clear. Adherents of evil will stop at nothing to ensure their victory. Nothing is sacred. No law is absolute. In comparison, the proponents of good are made weak by their morality and other self-imposed limitations. They lack the freedom to achieve their goals at all costs.
Those troops are coming from previous trials.
Sending in more reinforcements!
He just fell back here, did he? Put your ass up.
Impot, the Borg Queen of our creation, is amassing greater power. This includes the assimilation of this planet and everything on it. We must consider our alternatives while there is still time.
We should take care of that Borg ship while we can.
Apparently not. President Lincoln has asked me to assist him with something. If I don't see either of you again, it has been an honor.
Okay. So now we're going to space battle now. Against Bogue.
The Borg Queen is assimilating the Excalbians one by one. If she's not stopped, it's only a matter of time before she learns to use their matter-shaping powers. Difficult to say. She will learn to replicate well-known patterns first, like Borg ships. It could take her much longer to learn to make entirely new things, or to create things from imagination and memory.
Time to get to it!
Your arrogance is impressive. Annoying, but impressive.
Arrogance? Is it arrogance you hear, or a statement of inevitable fact? Perhaps now your opinion has changed.
Oh, crap.
Perhaps now you realize the futility of resistance.
Looks like you could use a hand here.
I hope you don't mind, but I brought some friends.
Yay!
This is Captain Jonathan Archer of the Starship Enterprise. Prepare to attack. All hands battle station.
Let's make sure that history never forgets the name Enterprise. There's an old saying. Fortune favors the bold.
Awesome!
I guess we're about to find out.
I think it's time to do a little assimilating of our own.
Still think resistance is futile? Your Majesty?
Resistance? You're a tragic collection of relics and fools. The first of many to die.
Oh. This is awesome!
Both cannons, fire!
Ready, Photon.
Fire main phases!
This is so awesome, dude.
Special pattern, Sierra. And fire.
With every action, give me more knowledge. And with it, power.
You have provided us with significant insight into the nature of good. Even with nothing to gain and everything to lose, even when placed in terrible danger by our study, you chose to come to our aid. You refused to let the forces of evil destroy us, even though we had placed you in mortal peril. You have given us much to consider and to understand. You have shown us that it is not good to subject others to dangers that we are not willing to face ourselves. Let us meet face to face one last time and resolve these matters.
This has certainly been a learning experience for me as well as the Excalbians. I saw what I was and what I could have been, which makes me grateful for the life I have now. Still, this experience should make the next session with my counselor interesting. In the meantime, that sensor grid in the trailer system will need some final adjustments. If you can get me back to my runabout, I can finish those. I can also speak to some Fenris Rangers about looking into the Orion smuggling activity in Trailus. Unofficially, of course.
Sounds like Yarnek and his people have a lot to think about. I hope they mean it when they say they're going to pursue goodness. As for me, it's strange being, what did the Borg Queen call it? A simulacrum? A copy. And an incomplete one at that. I'm based on a Starfleet science officer. I was going to figure it out sooner or later. Now that I know, I've decided to continue what was started here today. In my own way. I've asked the Excalbians to make my transformation permanent, and they've agreed. So, for the Excalbians, the trials are over, but for me, the human adventure is just beginning. If you don't mind, I could use a ride to the nearest Alliance starbase. I'd like to speak with Starfleet Command about reactivating my commission. Among other things.
It's been quite some time since I had to go into combat. It was an honor to fight by your side.
With an axe.
The Excalbians have asked me to remain as I am now, and to serve as an ambassador for this planet. These people have a great deal to learn about the universe, and I believe the Alliance can help them with that. And having some experience as a statesman, I might be able to make that process a little smoother for all parties involved. Should you return here, you will be most welcome. You've done all of us on Excalibur a great service today. One we will never forget. And for that, I thank you. Until we meet again, my friend. Farewell.
Wow.
The advocates of good returned. We have learned much from your efforts in the trials. We did. After reviewing the events, we have decided to rule in favor of the concept of good. We will. As we have ruled in favor of good, the people of Excalibur will pursue those virtues from this day forward.
Wow. Can we say that ending was
Well, for now,
epic?
I'd like to put some distance between myself and Excalibur. Returning to Earth, catching up on what's happened since 2257? Sounds like a good place to start to me. I understand that an old friend of mine is on a similar journey now. I'll get in touch with Commander Stamets soon. I'd love to get his unique perspective on things. There's a lot waiting for me out there. Thank you for helping me get the chance to discover once again.
I mean, oh my.
The treacherous Ja'ula has requested to speak before the High Council on Kronos. A little-used Klingon law has restored her house, temporarily. And as matriarch of her house, she has the right to speak before the Council if she wishes. Whether she leaves the Great Hall alive or in chains remains to be seen. She has much to answer for. As part of the task force assigned to deal with Ja'ula, I have requested your presence during this meeting. Should the barbarian make a nuisance of herself, I expect you to do what must be done. Serve the Empire well.
I mean, oh my. The ending, the part 2. Oh, was that epic? All the captains, their ships, major battle. Oh my, wow. mind blown. Tell me that all the different storylines that they laid in with the game. It just leaves me in amazement and awe, and it's just so amazing. So it looks like we're going to. Okay, yeah. So it's Klingon Civil War is the next one. Of course, we're not going to get that today. This is going to call it for today. We continue on here next time, and we'll see you then.